I'm Jeff Sneringer, and I'd like to welcome our viewers to another informative interview on Local Business Spotlight. With me today is Maria Wirth, Managing Director, and Scott Martz, CEO and co-founder of Business Owners Trade Alliance, and they're based out of Pennsylvania. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Maria. I guess the first question is, could you give us an overview of Business Owners Trade Alliance and the type of services that it offers?
Sure. The Business Owners Trade Alliance has been in business for about 11 years, and we're known as a commercial trade exchange, otherwise known as a barter company. And a barter company, there's many of them across the country, and they all operate relatively the same. But a barter company is a membership of businesses that buy and sell products from one another using trademark currency, or what we call trade dollars, instead of using cash. So right off the bat, any business owner would go, oh my God, why would I do something like that? Why would I accept trade instead of cash? And trade exchanges as a whole operate on not operating at full capacity, meaning that there's really no businesses out there except for some dentists and doctors that are nearing retirement and they have a full book and they can't take on any business. But most hotels, restaurants, plumbing companies, HVAC, social media companies, websites, so on and so forth. We have 360 plus clients on our platform, and then we work with another 70,000 across the states. But none of them operate at full capacity. So the benefit of joining a trade exchange is being able to get new customers without any effort, because our job as a trade exchange is to get the members to buy and sell from one another. So you're basically getting new clients that you wouldn't otherwise have. You also have a competitive edge over your competition, because any client that has trade in their account to spend is going to work with a client that provides a service that they're currently spending cash on. So as long as it's same as cash pricing and you're getting good service, it's a great way to be able to spend trade and save cash. So when you utilize your unsold capacity, you're making more income through a trade exchange. That trade money that you acquire in your account can then be spent amongst the other 360 members locally, or being part of IRTA and UC. IRTA is the International Reciprocal Trade Association. Our clients are able to purchase and sell to other clients of other trade exchanges all across the country.
Okay, that leads to another question then. Do you have exclusivity within the alliance, like can only one of a certain type of business be a member, or can it be a member?
That's a great question. And we don't necessarily guarantee exclusivity, but when you operate a trade exchange, the way exclusivity works is if I have a particular client that covers all 23 counties that I operate in, and they're earning trade and spending trade, and they're happy with what they're earning and happy with what they're spending, that's a perfect win-win. So we wouldn't bring in another client that does that exact same thing. However, when it comes to things like car repair, if you use common sense, every business owner has a car. Some business owners have fleets of vehicles, and then that business owner might have a family with children who also have vehicles. So when it comes to car repair, we might have 6 or 7 of those in a county because it's a high demand item, very similar to print and social media, advertising, so on and so forth. So the whole key to managing our memberships so that trade dollars are able to flow back and forth from one account to another really depends on how much trade they're willing to take and how much they also spend. The worst position we can be in with any client is a client that has way too many trade dollars and nowhere to spend them. And we monitor that very highly, if you will.
Okay, yeah, that's great. So in other words, then someone outside of the PA region can be a member of your specific trade alliance, or should they join one in their area and meet up with you guys kind of?
That really depends on the client itself. We have many members that are actually members of 5 or 6 different trade exchanges because they might travel, they might have family in other areas. But typically a membership of business owners that are local together is the better process. However, if we have a client that is asking for something that we don't have in our current system and we can't find it through the International Reciprocal Trade Association, then yes, we will scour other states for clients that might be looking for more business so that we can provide that service to our clients. Even if a client is out of our area, our trade exchange is really based more on business services. We do have hard products like grills and mattresses and beds and that kind of thing. But a lot of things within a trade exchange can also be done virtually, and a lot of product can also be shipped.
Okay. But Senator, there's no reason for a consumer to join, correct? This is just strictly for businesses.
Correct. You would have to have some sort of business. You don't necessarily have to be incorporated. You can be a single individual that is making a certain type of widget in your basement and you're selling it to the general public. And you're simply using your social security number in order to record that income and deal with the government in that fashion in terms of paying your taxes. That person can certainly join the trade exchange just as much as the company that has 50 employees and is doing 25 million a year in revenue. They're welcome to join as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or someone, for instance, who has a vacation rental. That's an example of someone who might not be strictly a business, but they have what's a valuable commodity.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I understand that. And is there a fee to join or a membership, ongoing membership fee or anything?
Yeah, most every trade exchange operates the same way. In our specific membership, we have 3 levels of membership: a basic, preferred, and a corporate. And there's a one-time setup fee, and we don't pull any punches. We're pretty transparent. So the basic membership fee is $295 to join, but that is a lifetime membership fee. You pay it once, never again. And that allows us to set up your account. It gives you a username and a password to your online trade account. Picture that just as an online bank account. It operates the same way, with the exception of it has a little more features like the membership directory and a little marketplace where you can post things and buy them digitally, if you will, using trade dollars. So it's exactly like an online bank account. And then we charge $15 a month in maintenance fees and cash and trade. And nobody can live off of any of that, whether you're 1,000 members or whether you're 500 members. So the way all trade exchanges make money is we collect a cash percentage on what is called a brokerage fee. So a basic membership is a 15% brokerage fee. So if someone buys a $100 gift certificate for one of our participating restaurants for 100 trade dollars, they would only owe 15 cash dollars, but they're still getting $100 worth of value from that restaurant. And that is where the savings comes in.
Mm-hmm. Now, so the trade dollars then are accumulated by offering your services or products through the
Correct.
network. Okay.
And when you say our services, what I think you mean to say is the memberships.
The members' services, yeah.
We are really a third-party record keeper and a broker of transactions between businesses.
Okay.
Our service really is sales. They're getting a salesperson. We're feeding them sales. We're making the matchups. If a client comes to us and says, "Hey, I need a lawnmower," and I see that you don't have a lawnmower company in your trade exchange, we and our sales force would then start reaching out to lawnmower companies to try and get a client to join our membership because that service has been requested by one of our members.
Okay. And can they purchase dollars, trade dollars separate with just buying them, or must they accumulate them by offering their products or services?
Yes, trade dollars cannot be bought. Trade dollars need to be earned by selling your goods and or services at regular cash prices to other members within our membership or on a platform otherwise known as ERTA or the UC.
Okay. All right, great. So you pretty much, we talked about what type of members you would accept. I really don't have any more questions other than, unless you have something else you want to add, I guess, how can they get in touch? How can they become a member? What's the best route to go to get rolling?
Well, we have several platforms, but the easiest way to find out about us and learn about us and get a snapshot of what it is that we do and the types of companies that we have would be to go to our website, which is www.botatrade.com. That's BOTA trade.com, as in Business Owners Trade Alliance in our company. And on that website, you can access a sample list of our goods and services currently available. And you can also read about 20 different testimonials from members that have been in our trade exchange literally from 2010 and 2011. And there's other information on there as well. There is a join tab that you can also fill out, and the information would come to us through that website, and then we would get in contact with that individual. But they cannot join through the website. They would have to contact us.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's one thing,
Go ahead.
just a second. One thing I want to add as far as understanding the process, Scott, is perhaps a sample trade and how that works, because what's difficult about what we do is that oftentimes people have the misconception that a barter exchange is everyone operating direct trade like they do in the regular world, but it is not. If, for instance, a plumber is doing work,
a good example.
Yeah,
and it's a very good point.
Yeah.
We have a particular client that provides lawn care services and pest control services for both home and commercial accounts. That client joined about 5 or 6 years ago. And if anybody else was using pest control or lawn services at that point and were a member of our trade exchange, when he joined and they find out about it, they will leave their current individual if the pricing is right, and they will go with the person that's available in trade because they're able to spend trade, which saves cash. So that particular individual, we picked up probably about 14 accounts for him within a relatively short period of time, meaning 6 to 8 months. And he banked his trade dollars and turned around and hired someone to do a roofing project for him. And the roofing project was about 30,000 trade dollars, no cash whatsoever. So he was able to get new customers. He earned 30,000 in trade, and then he's a corporate member, so he pays 10%. So when he purchased his $30,000 roof, he saved himself 27,000 cash dollars.
That's a great example.
To Maria's point, the person that did the roof never hired that individual for lawn care or pest control. Mm-hmm. So the point is, no matter who you sell to, it doesn't mean you have to buy from them.
Okay.
We have many clients that sell their products and or services and bank it up and go to the island of St. Croix on vacation, or go to Fiji or Turks and Caicos or Jamaica.
Yeah. And segueing from what Scott had to say about the various vacations, I actually am also on the board for the International Reciprocal Trade Association. And we do truly represent over 75,000 businesses in the US and abroad. And all of the other trading partners that we work with are offering those types of items. And then likewise, we have members that are selling on that platform. We have an optometrist that is selling, for instance, designer sunglasses, and he's selling them all over the country. And that helps us and our members to be a part of that big marketplace and offer all of those pretty cool things like vacations, for instance.
Yeah. Wow. That's interesting how it all works. Okay. I will, just for the viewers' information, wherever you find us, interview, whether it be on our YouTube channel of Local Business Spotlight or the listing on the website, all of their contact information will be below the video, website, and phone numbers and all that. So unless you guys have anything else.
Yeah, the only thing we really didn't get into, which is rather unique, is something that banks can't do. As a trade exchange, if we have a client that has a high value item, or a client that has a very popular item, let's use car repair or flooring, for example, or contractors, for example. we know that we can sell those products because they're very much, everybody has a floor, everybody has a car. So we know we have clients that would use those individuals. So when clients like that are in a position where they have zero trade and they just joined and they want to purchase a marketing campaign for their business, they can actually purchase first using what we call an interest-free line of trade credit. So if the campaign is going to cost $10,000 and it's a flooring company and the average cost of a flooring project runs between $2,000 and $15,000, those clients can make it up very easily. So we do offer lines of credit, which are interest-free in the form of trade, so they could actually buy first and then they pay it back as we send them customers, which comes in handy for business owners when they run into cash flow issues or their receivables are 90, 120 days out and they're hurting for cash. We're able to supplement them through trade, which alleviates some of the cash flow issues.
Yeah, that's great. Wow. Make a loan of trade dollars. Okay. Anything else either of you have?
Well, I'm going to mention it because we might have some listeners that are in Pennsylvania, hopefully.
Yeah.
We have an 11th annual holiday trade show, which is basically a big fabulous party with a barter extravaganza, if you will. Everyone buying with trade checks, and also exhibitors that are promoting their businesses, their service businesses. And that is on December 1st, and it's being held at the Good Life Financial Building in Shillington. And that's from 5:30 to 8:30. It is free to the entire business community to attend as our guest. We provide all the drinks and the food and all the fun. So if anyone is interested, that is easily accessed on our Facebook page, or someone can contact us and we can send an Eventbrite link to register.
And Shillington, that's near Reading, right?
Yep.
You got it.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm originally from PA.
Oh,
Okay. From the York area. And so anyway, okay. Well, anything else?
I don't believe so. Simple,
Okay.
but
I'm sorry.
I said simple but complicated.
Well, okay. Well, if that's everything, you guys have a great day, and our viewers, I wish you well, and we'll see them on the next interview.